Okay, guys, we're going to do the second installment of Regent's word problems dealing with sequences and series. Okay, so we have Kristen, and she wants to increase her running endurance. According to experts, a gradual mile increase of 10% per week can reduce the risk of injury. If Kristen runs 8 miles in week 1, which expression can help her find the total number of miles she will have to run over the course of her 6-week training? Okay, so if her mileage increase is 10% per week, that's an exponential growth problem. Okay, so I think of P is equal to P naught times 1 plus R to the T, where this R, which is not the same thing as the R in the geometric sequence, the common ratio, they're not the same R, but this is 0.10, because that's what 10% is, a decimal, and that's 1 plus 0.10 to the T, and P naught is 8. So P naught is the same thing as A sub 1, that's 8. And so we have 1.10 to the T. Okay. So anyway, they love geometric. They want the sum. Okay. And they want the sum over her 6 weeks training. So the sum for a geometric is S sub n is equal to A sub 1 minus A sub 1 times R to the n over 1 minus R. That's our sum formula. Okay. Now, if we look for that here, there's a couple things wrong with answer choices 3 and 4. Okay, so if I were to set this up, it would be 8 minus 8 times 1.10 to the 6 over 1 minus 1.10, which would give me negative 0.10 on the bottom. Okay, and the tops pretty much kind of match. So since I don't have the negative 0.10 on the bottom, these two are wrong. Okay, so they rewrote it as a summation. Okay, remember, the sigma means sum, where n equals 1 is your lower bound, that's where you start, and then 6 is your upper bound, and that's where you end. Okay, that's the last one you plug in. And if you want to generate the terms for a geometric sequence, the formula for A sub n is A sub 1 times R to the n minus 1, where it's 8 times 1.10 to the n minus 1. So that'll give you any term in the sequence, and that looks like answer choice 1 right here. And remember, to generate all the terms of the sequence, remember, if you plug in 1 and you plug in 2, that should generate how much she runs each week on any given week. And this is the one that will work, okay? Because if I were to plug in n equals 1, I would basically have 8 times 1.1 to the 0. But if I let n equal 2, it's 8 times 1.10 to the first, which is exactly what happens when you use that formula. Okay, so let's move on. Jake wants to buy a car, and he wants to save at least $5,000 for a down payment. The table below summarizes the amount of money he plans to save each week. Okay, so one of the things that's misleading about this problem is they put this ... which leads you to believe that they want the sum of for a geometric series. But he's not going to save forever. He wants to save until he has enough for a down payment. Okay, so we want an expression that will determine how much he will save over n weeks. Okay, so that's a finite number of weeks. Well, since he's going to, we need to figure out whether this is arithmetic or not, or geometric. So to go from 2 to 5, I would add 3, but I do not add 3 to go from 5 to 12.5, so it can't be arithmetic. To be geometric, R would have to be 5 over 2, and if I do, or 2.5. And if I do 5 times 2.5, I do get 12.5. So my common ratio is, in fact, 2.5. All right, so you know that the sum formula for a geometric sequence, S sub n, is A sub 1 minus A sub 1 times R to the n over 1 minus R. Okay, so if I were to set that up, A sub 1 here is 2, because that's from the table, week 1. Okay, so if I were to write it, it's 2 minus 2 times 2.5 to the n, all over 1 minus 2.5. Okay, and the only one that fits the bill here, I believe, is number 1. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Pretty easy. 313, Brian deposited 1 cent into a non-empty into an empty non-interest bearing account. So he's not going to get any interest. He's just putting in money. He's just squirreling it away. On the first day, then 3 cents. On the second day, 9 cents, and then 27 cents, and so on and so forth. Let me switch colors. Okay. So is this arithmetic? No, because I'd have to add 2 cents to go here. And if I add 2 cents, I don't get 9 cents. But it does look like this is geometric because he's tripling. If I triple 1 cent, I get 3 cents. If I triple 3 cents, I get 9 cents. If I triple 9 cents, it's 27 cents. So my common ratio is 3. Okay, so like I said, they love geometric sequences on the regions. What would the total amount of money in the account at the end of the 20th day if the pattern continued? So I want S sub 20. Okay, and you know that the formula for sum of a geometric sequence is a sub 1 minus a sub 1 times r to the n over 1 minus r. So if I were to plug that in, a sub 1 is equal to 0.01. So it's 0.01 minus 0.01 times 3 to the 20th. We move this over. All over 1 minus 3. And if I go to my handy dandy calculator and I plug that in, over here, calculator, I'm going to do alpha y equals, so I can put this in quickly. 0.01 minus 0.01 times 3 to the 20th over 1 minus 3. And then I end up with answer choice 2. And that's it. I'll just flash up here so you can see it again. Okay, that's answer choice 2. All right, let's keep going. A ball is dropped from a height of 32 feet. Let me switch colors again. And then it bounces and rebounds 80% of the height from which it was falling. What is the total downward distance the ball traveled up to the 12th bounce? Okay, so I have this ball and it's falling down and it's going to bounce. So I want 12 bounces. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It says up to the 12th bounce, so that's where I'm going to stop. And if I count all the downward times, it's 1, okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so basically we have 12 terms. And with each bounce, it goes 80% of the height. So if this is 32, so if a sub 1 is equal to 32, then if it's only going to, once it bounces, it's only going to reach 80% of that height. Well, if I go into my calculator and I multiply 32 times 0.8, that means that a sub 2 is 25.6. And so on and so forth. And then if I were to take 25.6 and it's only going to bounce 80% of that height, then I get 20.48. Okay. And so on and so forth. All right. So my common ratio is 0.8. Okay. And this is like exponential decay. I mean, not that that's super important right now, but basically, if I were to think of it as an exponential decay problem, it would be p times p naught 1 minus r to the t, where my growth or decay factor would be 0.8. So I'm actually subtracting 20%. And I get p naught times 0.8 to the t. Okay? That's just a little side note. Anyway, so I want the total downward distance that it traveled up to the 12th bounce. So I want the sum, you know, for a geometric, it's a sub 1 minus a sub 1 times r to the n over 1 minus r. So I want s sub 12, and that's going to be 32 minus 32 times 0.8 to the 12th power over 1 minus 0.8. And again, I go to the calculator. Okay, let me move this over here. Alpha y equals, and I have 32 minus 32 times 0.8 to the 12th power divided by 1 minus 0.8, and that's answer choice 4. There we go, so you can see that. Answer choice 4. All right, last question. The average depreciation rate, okay, so that means it's decreasing, of a new boat is approximately 8% per year. Okay, if a new boat is purchase price is $75,000, which model is a recursive formula? Okay, representing the value of the boat n years after it was purchased. Okay, first of all, this is basic exponential decay. So I think of this, where P naught is also the same thing as A sub 1, which is 75,000. Okay, so P is equal to 75,000 times 1 minus 8% is the same thing as 0.08. And that gives me 0.92. So what I want to do here is find out whether or not this is, if I have the explicit formula here. And this looks like an explicit formula. Actually, I'm looking for the recursive, but I want to see if they did put the explicit here, just in case. This is another explicit formula, which is dead wrong. That would be if the boat was appreciating 8% per year. Okay, so my only two recursive formulas are 2 and 4. So that's just the explicit formula, just so you know. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write the recursive formula. You know, a recursive formula for a geometric is you always state your initial amount, which is 75,000. Okay, that matches for both of them. And then A sub n is equal to A sub n minus 1 times r. And r here, our common ratio is 0.92. Okay, which one fits the bill? Well, it looks like answer choice 4. And that's pretty much it.